We wanted a way that agents could hone their craft and be a part of a larger community, get the resources they need and information they need to know. We cover relevant topics in the industry that will help you close more sales. We talk to top producers and industry leaders to share knowledge and best practices from around the country. So if you want to make more sales, then listen up, because we're dropping gold. All right, hey guys, it's Eric Fierro with Medicare Supplement University, and today I have a couple of amazing guests with me today, and we want to go over some awesome things that we're going to be doing and some awesome things that are going on. So first, I want to introduce Cody Askins with Secure Agent Mentor, and we also have Justin Brock with the Medicare Coach Group that we are all so familiar with. So what I want to start off by doing is asking Cody to just give us a little bit of background information about who he is and what he's up to, because he is up to some amazing stuff.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you guys having me on. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, so I actually started in the business at 19 as a captive agent with Mutual of Omaha. I was in college playing basketball. I became obsessed with the business. I've been exposed to it my whole life. I was able to make 117 grand in about 8 months back in college, and I just fell in love, man. I love it, and this is all I do. And so now we run Secure Agent Mentor, which does a lot of lead generation and training, and then 8% Nation Wealth Conference, Insurance Wealth Conference, which is all about helping insurance agents, bringing them some valuable nuggets, bringing a fun, modern theme of getting together and helping other agents make some money. So I appreciate you guys having me on. That's kind of a quick rundown of me.
Awesome. And we're going to get a little bit more information here shortly about the conference that he just mentioned. So, but Justin, if you don't mind just giving us a little bit of background on who you are. I mean, obviously you and I know each other very well. We're like brothers from another mother. So just lay it out for us and tell us your expertise, please.
So yeah, I have a military background, but my father had always been in Medicare. And so about 5 years ago, I got out of the military with my family, decided I was going to plunge right into insurance. And so far it's been every year, just, trying to beat myself the previous year. And it's been awesome. Been doing very, very, very well. The agency's growing. Seems like we bring in more customers every day than we did the day before. And Medicare Coach kind of fell in my lap. Met a guy on Facebook in another group, and he said, "Hey, we should start a Medicare Coach group." It was Sean Fogelson. He was running the Final Expense Coach group. He said, "Hey, we need to start Medicare Coach." And he reached out to me because I knew a lot about the Medicare side and started it. And to be honest, kind of fell in love with that too, just being able to reach out and meet people, like-minded people, being able to help new agents, mid-level agents, even, senior agents. And to be honest, I learn stuff from the group all the time, because I do a lot on the med sup side. I do a little bit on the MA side, but I learn stuff about the MA side like daily. And, and I learn about all kinds of other stuff. I post my own underwriting questions in there. So it's just been a great thing. Love doing it. And, still writing a ton of business, but really liking, mentoring some of the younger, Medicare supplement agents too.
Yeah, that's really one of the best things. I know we're all experts in our field, but being open to constantly learning new stuff and learning from other people. I say it all the time. I even learn things from people who are just getting in the business because they normally have some of the best questions. They run across some of the weirdest things, and you're just like, man, I just learned because of that. And so it's always something that I'm constantly open to. So I think that's a great point, Justin.
Yeah.
So a little bit about myself. I'm going to introduce myself here. If you don't know me, my name's Eric Fierro with Medicare Supplement University. Got into the business in 2006. That's when I got my first Medicare supplement contract. 2007, I actually went pretty heavy into Medicare Advantage, specifically in the dual eligible niche. Bilingual, I can speak Spanish. So we just had a great opportunity where we had a lot of leads coming in that were people needing to talk to a Spanish speaking agent. So I went out and I was hustling doing that and making a lot of sales. But also in 2007 was the opportunity I got to join a national FMO. My buddy at the time was the marketing director of that place. His name is Ted Gray-Moot. Some of you guys will be familiar with who he is. He's the CMO at Heartland Financial Group. So yeah, he brought me in, and together we were just we were basically going around and we were training agents. We were recruiting, marketing, getting a lot of new information and carriers out there, and we were having a blast doing it. It was a great experience. So for the next decade, I just focused a lot on training, recruiting, marketing, selling, and I always did want to keep an emphasis on selling because I loved it. I love selling insurance, Medicare Advantage and supplement. And so 2008, I stumbled across how to do this over the phone. We had a lead that came in, and they were about 5-hour drive from my house. So I got on the phone with them, and I was intending to book an appointment. Then next thing you knew, I just ended up doing a whole presentation over the phone. I filled out an application, mailed it to them. They sent it back, and that was a done deal. I said, I'm doing this over the phone from now on. That was it for me. So, since then, I was really preaching just doing more and more business over the phone. And back in probably 2015 is when I started getting heavily into digital marketing and learning how to do everything involved with that. And 2016 is when I really started getting heavy into sales funnels and trying to generate leads through sales funnels and trying to get more consumers to, to basically give me their information so we can follow up and offer Medicare supplements and other products. So around that same time, 2016 is when I started putting together the Medicare Supplement University, which in essence, all I wanted to do was duplicate myself on a digital format so that I can train a lot more new agents than what I could do when people came into my office. Because up until then, anytime a new agent came around, I would bring them into the office, spend hours training them, and then from then we would have phone calls to touch base and keep learning and developing. But with the site, it really allowed me to do this on a much larger scale. And so that's why the site still exists today to help train agents who want to get into the Medicare field. And it doesn't matter if you're already an agent in the final expense field, property casualty, annuity producers, anybody can use the site if you want to start learning how to sell Medicare. So that's why it exists today. So what happened also is that the FMO I was working for was acquired by a very large IMO at the beginning of this year, January 2018. And although they offered me a great opportunity to join their team and do some amazing things, I just really saw it as an opportunity for me to finally go off and do something different. And so now I'm running my own call center here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm loving doing that. But at the same time, still have the site going strong. And I think as a result of me running the call center now, it makes it even better because all the tips and tricks that we're doing on a daily basis, I can share in real time with agents and help them in their own journey to becoming top producers. So that's a little bit about me. And with that being said, what I want to do next, the main purpose of this conversation today with these gentlemen is there's a huge conference that's coming up, 8% Nation. And Cody and his organization are the ones who are putting it on. And I want Cody to tell us a little bit more about what this conference is all about.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Dude, we're extremely excited. It's actually it's in Nashville. It's at Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans. We're going to be taking up a lot of seats there on the East Concourse side of the stadium. It's in October 26th and 27th, a Friday, Saturday. We've got speakers like Grant Cardone, speakers like Mr. Ray Lewis, Hall of Fame NFL linebacker. We've got speakers, Tim Story, one of the best motivational speakers on the planet. Coach Michael Burt, who's from Tennessee, that is a sales coach. He spoke at the GrowthCon. I sat front row at the GrowthCon in Vegas. We've got Charlie Chena, who's a part of Lightspeed VT and their virtual training platform. He's also going to be there. A lot of industry speakers as well. They're going to be really, really awesome. We're extremely excited about that. The theme of the event, of this wealth conference to help agents, is learning the mindset, the mission, and the moves to produce millions of dollars and be one of the top 8% money earners. The theme for 8% is about 92% of insurance agents fail, which is staggering. It's wild. It's crazy. And so it's something I've been saying on videos. I've said it on probably over 800 videos in the last 18, 19 months on YouTube, is that about 92% of agents fail. And so the theme of this is bringing success to insurance agents in a modern, cool, fun way, getting guys like you involved, having a Q&A panel, just making it a really, really awesome, fun event. So we're extremely excited to have a huge event at Nissan Stadium and get a lot of attention and bring a lot of value back to insurance agents and help them create wealth. And like you guys talk about with Medicare, long-term recurring revenue that creates financial freedom for the rest of their life. So.
Absolutely. You got such a great lineup of people that are going to be there. I think anybody who goes is going to get tons of nuggets of value and tons of tons of things that they can actually practically use and put right into their agencies and their practices and start earning more money, producing more business. I mean, it sounds like an amazing time. So I'm really looking forward to it. So Justin, as the Medicare coach, you actually got something awesome going on for people who are still on the fence whether they're going to attend or not, right?
Right. Yeah. We kept seeing a lot of things, and I talked to Cody and seeing a lot of people, concerned with like AEP crossover and stuff. And of course, you do the math on it. It's really one day in AEP. It's one Friday. And to be honest, after talking to Cody and talking to more people and seeing who's going and just feeling that vibe, I don't really know if there is even a better time. Maybe like October 14th would have been great. But like, as far as taking that fire from the conference, and just, even though it's right there at the beginning of AEP, like you get really burnt out that first week almost because you're just getting slammed, so you take that next Friday off after it, go to the conference, and then all of a sudden you're reinvigorated, you're ready to roll, you're coming back. And then also you're thinking of all these different ways to overcome objections, all these different ways to, increase the value of each client. Just so many things that you can learn from these people in these conferences. But I don't think the one thing that you can't take away is just the fire that you can get from being there with other people who are like-minded, who have flown from different parts of the country to be there, who have paid to be there, and so they're all motivated to be there. So just getting that fire from them and the crowd and the speakers, and then taking it back to your business and learning how to multiply and do more than you would have done before. I honestly think that one day off could lead to more sales because of the fire that you'll have. So, next year, October 14th. But the one really cool thing that we got going is Cody has allowed Medicare Coach to have a code. So when you're checking out, you can get 60% off of the already generously reduced prices of the tickets. So a general admission ticket would actually only be $99 using the code MEDCOACH, MEDCOACH at checkout. And so that's huge. And then even some of the higher level tickets, 60% of those is even a bigger saving. So definitely, if you're considering going, that should help because it really, really reduces the cost, for you. So I know at first I was on the fence, but I'm all in now. I can't wait to go. Can't wait to meet people, and I'm going to be there. So if you want to meet me, you got to be there.
Dude, you guys want to meet Justin, man. You guys want to shake his hand.
That's
you want
right.
to pick his dude, that is you getting me fired up, man. Thank you, buddy. That's cool.
And again, you make such a good point. You miss one day, that you're going to go to the conference, you maybe miss 5 apps. Maybe you miss 10 apps at the most if you're like a top level producer, right? But
Right.
what you're going to gain in value from everything you learn at this conference and from the relationships you build at this conference will easily make up those 5 apps that you miss on that day. It just easily will make it up. So I absolutely agree with you that it's okay.
And if you've been listening to Eric and learning about selling over the phone, you can sell in the airport and in the car on the way there, and you can sell during the intermission.
And I have to interrupt here. So Justin and I have a beef with him because I was actually trying to make the first sale on the airplane as we were flying, and my connection lost, and so I wasn't able to do it. This guy the following week gets on an airplane and he actually makes a sale over the phone, a Meds Up sale over the phone on an airplane flying 30,000 feet in the air. I was happy for him, but I was pissed because I was trying to be the guy that did that.
That's cool, man. Who's going to make the first sell while Grant Cardone is sitting up there speaking?
I'm going to be listening to everything that guy has to say.
I'm going to be trying to sell via text while he's talking.
There we go. That's
so
awesome.
Listen, so already with the value that the discount that MedCoach is bringing, it's big. Okay, so I mean, again, you see the value of the ticket at retail versus what you can get it for when you use the MedCoach discount code. It's huge. So on top of that, though, I want to get more people at this conference. So the next 100 people that take advantage of this and use the MedCoach discount code to get a ticket to the event, I want to give you guys access at no charge for 1 year to the Medicare Supplement University. And so for people who are wondering, is it, what that's all about, I started explaining it a little bit, but after this video here, you're going to get a walkthrough of what the back end looks like for the Medicare Supplement University. On there, you're going to get the product knowledge, the sales training, the marketing training, training on lead generation for telemarketing, Facebook training, and any other version of lead generation you can think of.
Wow.
On top of that, you get the access to the tools that you need to get selling this product, Medicare Supplement, or Final Expense. These products that you use to sell over the phone, not only can you sell Medicare Supplements, you can sell Final Expense over the phone. In fact, Cody is an expert in doing it. And so all these tools are going to be at your disposal when you get access to this system. So I'm really excited. I want to see more people at this conference as well. So the next 100 people that use the MedCoach discount when they purchase that ticket are going to get access to the Medicare Supplement University for 1 year at no cost. And you'll utilize that time to, you use the information you're getting from the conference plus the tool. You're going to end up being a top producer in the industry. People will know your name. All right. So I'm excited for this, guys.
That is freaky. That's an awesome.
And you get to meet Justin.
Add-on. I mean, geez, you're talking about already premier tickets at $1,000. You can get them for $299, or just a general admission ticket, $400 for $99. Not only with the code, but you're also giving them a year to a Medicare Supplement University. That's unreal. Like, we got a lot of promos and a lot of people involved in this. Don't tell them, dude. That's the best. That's the best I've heard. Like, that's awesome.
It's going to be
I'm
great.
going to buy a ticket just to get access to that thing for an entire Imagine stuff. I know I would learn hundreds of things that I don't know. Like, I think everyone would.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, yeah, if your brain is like a sponge, you can soak up so much from the Medicare Coach Group, from the university, from Cody. I mean, there's just so many things that you can do as long as you're willing to learn and always evolve. And that's the key. That's the key to staying successful, is you always have to be willing to evolve. So many people can get stuck in their certain ways and just feel like, okay, I found a level of success doing it this way. But guess what? With time, things change. With technology, things change. And that's really what I think all three of us are about, is the constant evolution of the business and how to stay up on trends and how to always utilize technology to better ourselves and become more successful than we already are.
Yeah,
completely.
Well, all right, guys. So with that being said, again, if you want to get access to these tickets, guys, tell them where to go and get the tickets so that they know where to go and then where to use the coupon code.
Yeah. So you can go to 8percentnation.com. You can go to 8percentnation.com, and once you go to 8percentnation.com, you can click to the shop. You can look at the tickets. So general, VIP, and premier. General, you're getting a really good. You're getting a good seat. You're sitting lower level. You're right there at Nissan Stadium, the stadium seats where the Tennessee Titans play. For VIP, you get access to the VIP party. You get access to the VIP lounge. You get a little closer seat. And then Premier, you're all the way up at the front. You get access to the party, the lounge. You can even go backstage and take pictures with speakers. I mean, that's the whole experience, the conference experience for the Premier. And so you can go to 8percentnation.com. Once you get there, you can add one of those tickets to your cart. And then you can choose whether you want to buy 1 or 100 and just keep everybody else from getting Eric's mouth. And then you can put in the code. You can put in the code MedCoach, and that will instantly lower a $1,000 ticket to $299, or a $400 ticket. It's on sale at $250, instantly down to $99 by entering the coupon code MedCoach. No space.
And then we were going to ask them Eric, to take a screenshot of their receipt and send it to us to get the access to the site.
Exactly.
So
yes. Take a screenshot that you made that purchase, the receipt purchase, not that you're about to make the purchase. Got to see the receipt. Got to make sure the purchase went through, and then we'll get you access to the site.
Yep, you'll get an instant receipt via email, and so take a shot of that, send it to these guys, and you'll get a complete year of that university. Hey, so real quick, what's all in that university? How many videos? How much content? How many hours of stuff?
Oh my God. geez, I don't know how many hours. There's well over 50 videos of content in there. They go over different things, and it's constantly growing. Again, as things change and evolve, there's always going to be more stuff added. We also have what's called the MSU Mastermind Group, where agents who are part of the membership group go in there and they can constantly ask a lot of information or questions about, things that, that they don't have secure knowledge of, or that they need more explanation of. Now, the Medicare Coach Group has been great at doing that. I see it all the time. But it also has a lot of experienced producers on there, which is a good thing. But sometimes because of that, other agents who are newer may be a little more shy to ask questions they may consider, oh, these guys will think it's dumb or whatever. Well, the MSU group, you can ask anything because it's designed for people who are new to the business that want to ask questions that are going to be not as advanced. They're going to be more beginner type questions. So, but as far as videos go, it's going to constantly keep evolving. There's also tools you'll get access to the CSG quoting tool through the site at no cost. You'll have, the discounts on the different tools you need, like predictive dialers, data, unlimited data, again, teaching you every single thing that you need to use to get running in this business and start making sales. And a big part of it now that I think is huge is that Justin and I actually do a Facebook lead generation training on there. So many agents, when they start off, they have the product knowledge, okay? They understand how to sell it. Now they're like, how do I get in front of people? Well, Medicare Supplement University tells you how to get in front of people through lead generation, through hiring telemarketing or telemarketers to cold call for you, or teach you how to cold call yourself. The scripts are available so that you know what to say when you're cold calling. The presentation that I use when I do sales presentations is included in there. And again, if you want to dabble into the Facebook lead generation training, that's also on there so that you can learn, and you can go to the MSU group and ask us any additional questions on, hey, there's certain questions I might have about Facebook training. Can you please answer them? We're going to be available to answer them.
That is incredible.
And what we're trying to do, go ahead, Cody. Sorry.
Well, hey, real quick, there's two things that are really cool about agents struggle with two things really bad: getting in front of people, and sorry to interrupt, buddy. They struggle with getting in front of people, and they struggle with, once they get in front of them, of closing the deal. They don't struggle with product knowledge. What you are going to learn in that is, what I heard is, hey, you're teaching me how to get in front of people. And when I get in front of people, what do I do to close the deal? Like, that's the only two reasons that 92% of agents fail. So that's huge. That's really cool.
Yeah. And, I've actually, and I've already on there, there's several phone calls of me actually going through deals with people, doing the sales presentation over the phone. And I share the screen sharing software that I use, which, to be honest, 98 to 99% of the time, I don't actually ever share my screen with a client. I just do it so well over the phone that they're just ready to sign up and we go through the process. But there's always going to be things like, again, real-time stuff of what we practice here in our call center, like phraseology that you would use to continue to move along an application. Those videos are going to get added as well, so that people who are wondering, okay, how do I get better at closing? All right. I understand how to close, but sometimes there's always going to be certain things that people say that help to shut down the sale instead of get to where they want to get in closing it. So I'm going to start adding videos about just different phrases they can use to keep moving along an application. There's just a million different things this thing is going to do to evolve and get even better over time. So even after that year is up, I'm going to always, recommend people just continue to be a part of the university, because it's only going to evolve and get bigger into several other avenues, including cross-selling into final expense, dental, vision, hearing plans, cancer plans, what to do with clients who have an underage spouse when they go on Medicare. What products can you offer them? I mean, it's going to constantly evolve. It's going to be amazing. What were we going to say, Justin? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say that, I've been recording calls as well of mine, and I'm a lot of stuff. I know what I was going to say. I've been recording my calls. I'm going to give those to Eric so he can put those on MedSup University, so you'll be able to hear my live calls on there. And then also what we had talked about in the past is in the mastermind group there, anytime a good question is asked, we make a new video to address it for the site and then backlink it into the site, so that we're really addressing it not just with like a blurb, which is Medicare Coach, you get like real-time quick answers, but in the mastermind group, it's more like, hey, that's a good question. It needs to be part of the course. We're turning it right into another lesson. So that way the course is evolving and the people in the mastermind group get to be a part of how to evolve that course by asking good questions and any question.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, guys, I'm excited. It looks like you guys are excited. I hope everybody that's watching this is excited. Take advantage of this. This is awesome. I mean, it's a huge discount on a ticket to an amazing event. It's a big deal to be able to have access to this site at no additional cost for 1 year. Take advantage of this. Absolutely take advantage of this. So both of you guys, I really appreciate your time and being on here. Stay tuned and watch a little bit after this. I'm going to actually walk you through the university a little bit to show you what it looks like on the back end. And we hope to see you at the conference.
That's right. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you.
All right.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, guys, as promised, I wanted to show you the back end of this so that you can see what you'd be getting access to for a year. Really, the way this is designed is that I wanted you guys to have a system where if you go about it in order from top to bottom, you're going to get a solid grasp and understanding of how to sell Medicare supplements and eventually all forms of Medicare, as I'm going to be adding on a Medicare Advantage section that's going to be pretty in depth. So if you start at the top, you're going to go over the product. Okay, this is going to go over Medicare 101 and teaches you everything about the product and what we sell and all that good stuff. So after you learn about the product, you're going to move on to the section on selling. This is where we're going to go over selling information, contracting, licensing, all that good stuff. Then you're going to move into marketing. After you know how to sell it, then now you got to learn how to start getting in front of people. So that's what the whole marketing section's about. Then we go over the tools of the trade. So these are the tools that you'll need in order to sell over the phone, or if you want to sell in person too, it doesn't matter. But most of this is designed and geared towards learning how to sell over the phone, but the two are very similar. And then you go into generating leads, and the section on generating leads will show you information on how to start telemarketing, which is the cheapest method to do it, which is calling yourself. Then if you wanted to move on to hiring a telemarketer, we have access to doing that as well at a very low cost. That program is going to be launched here really soon. And also how to go after your existing block of business if you have one. So those are for people who have an existing final expense block or a property and casualty block that have people that are in the Medicare age range. It'll kind of help you with going after that existing block of business. And then the Facebook ads training has now been added to this, and so this itself will evolve and get better over time, but it's really designed to give you a base foundation to how to get into the world of Facebook advertising so that you could generate leads. Then we're going to go into cross-selling insurance, and this is where right now I have how to cross-sell lump sum cancer plans and dental vision hearing plans to your Medicare clients. But it's also going to evolve and add final expense and what to do with people who are under the age of 65, because you'll have a lot of instances where a client that you're signing on to Medicare has a spouse still that's underage and needs to figure out something to do. Most of the times they're just going to go with an ACA plan, but we have alternatives that are going to be much more beneficial for them. So we're going to show you what you can offer people when they're in that situation too. That'll get added. The section for podcasts and webinars, these are just going to be ongoing interviews that I do with other reps that are in the business, top reps that are writing lots of business, that have tidbits they can share or are willing to share to help you guys in your business. Also with insurance carriers as well, when I have interviews with them that are going to help you out, that information will be under the podcast section as well. So that's a quick look of the back end here. This is a lot of value you're getting just because you got a ticket to 8% Nation using the MedCoach. So the first 100 get access to this, all right? We hope to see you at the 8% Nation conference.